No, not there. All right, officer, can you open up for us, please?
36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Patricia Jefferson presiding. Please refrain from talking while court is in session. No recordings allowed. Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, good morning. Just one moment. I have somebody from IT that's on trying to address a problem. Israel, what I did is I actually went down to my chambers and got the camera off of my computer to put on this computer, so that solves the issue for right now. But the issue is that initially the court could not be seen at all. So the only reason why it's working now is because I have my camera from my chambers connected to this computer.
So what's on the screen? Do you guys have like a?
There's nothing on the Polycom screen. Except,
is there like a camera with a line through it?
Well, the only thing that's on the Polycom screen is the picture of the courtroom. So the other parties are not on the Polycom screen. But everybody's on my screen on my computer. And then I have my camera connected to my computer. So that's why they're able to see me.
Yeah, once I get this up, you're gonna have a giant echo from your camera, just so you know.
An echo.
Yeah,
I'm on live stream. Let me come off of it.
No, hang on a second. You're 537 or 539?
7.
7.
I guess. Yeah, 1 second. Let me first get this up. You might have to disconnect that, but let me just get this up running. I want to do one thing, and this should fix it. List 537s there.
Yep, that's it.
That's it.
Okay, yeah, I just hung up and redialed. You sometimes just type the number back in, like you literally type the number, not just hit recall. You gotta actually type the number in.
She did.
So I just typed it back in.
Oh, I did that.
Oh, and then there's a possibility when you do type the number in, right below it, you have an option to do call only or video call. And sometimes it actually knocks down next day. Sometimes it goes to call only, which is audio only, not video. So you just gotta make sure that's on the video camera. Right below it, there's a little toggle that says it's on the camera or on the phone. Sometimes people bump it and it goes to phone only.
Okay.
So that's why I was just checking it. So.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you again. Okay. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. So there are a couple of attorneys that have not checked in. Mr. Garant?
Good morning, Your Honor. Raymond Garant on behalf of the City of Detroit, P79349.
All right. Which matters are you checking in on?
True Scan, Walter Purvis.
What's the last three numbers on your matter?
Your Honor, I don't have that information. I'm at home.
Okay. And what's the case again?
True Scan, Walter Purvis.
Okay, all right, so, and I think I have the other party here on that as well. Do I? Yes, I see him. Okay, so I got both sides here. All right, anybody else didn't check in? Mr. Reed, which matter are you here on, counsel?
Hi, Judge. I'm here for Open v. Titan, and the last three of the case number is 929.
Okay, and so I think I have everybody here for the matters that are scheduled at 9. All right, I believe the first parties that were here were the Surgical Institute versus City of Detroit. Do I have both sides here on that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Good morning, Your Honor.
This is case number 20145057, and that's the Surgical Institute versus the City of Detroit. Please state your names and your P number, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Daniel Groves on behalf of the plaintiff, P number 74026.
Cheryl Ronk on behalf of the city, 54897.
All right, good morning, and thank you for your patience with the ever-ending technical issues that we have with virtual hearings. All right, so what happened is, it looks like the last time we were here on October 13th, that you all indicated that the case had settled and that it was pending city council approval. Now we're on January the 11th. What is the status?
It has, city council has voted and it's been approved. We sent the release to Kevin with some changes. We made those changes. I would say that it was just last week that I sent it to him. But as soon as we get the release back, the check will be processed.
Okay, so can we do a dismissal at this point in time?
Your Honor, it's my office's policy that until the check is issued, is not to tie up the docket with a possible motion to reinstate for enforcement, that we'd like to get the check and then do the dismissal.
All right, when is that check gonna arrive, counsel?
Well, it depends when we get the release. It'll be a couple weeks after we get the release.
Well,
It's pretty quick with getting the release to us.
Has the release been executed?
my understanding is the release was executed back in December, on December 14th. Now, Sister Counsel saying a new one with amendments has been sent to Kevin Green, which I did not receive. I would be the one to receive it, but be that as it may, Kevin Green's the owner. If he received it, I'm not aware of it, but if he received it last week, I need to get it. And yes, I'll look at the changes and execute it immediately. But we executed their release on December 14th.
Dan, I think you're confusing the cases. We never sent over a release on this case. The case I had with you, we sent you the release and you sent it back and we actually got you the check. Physical Institute, you've never been on this case.
All right, well, Cheryl, if you could email me the release today, I'll get that taken care of so that we can get the dismissal into the court as soon as possible.
Yeah, no, I'll get it. I'll email it to you right this minute.
All right, thank you.
All right, so I guess what I'm gonna have to do is, Pam, I'm gonna need a form for this file. Another pre-out work form. I don't have a form. So we'll just, what about if I give you a 3-week adjournment?
Yeah, if you get the release right away, that should be fine, Your Honor.
Okay. That's, you know, the way that I'm gonna have to do it because, thank you. I can't close the case out. All right, so you'll have to pop back in for another virtual hearing. Until I can get that dismissal. So we'll adjourn the matter until, let's see, we're on the 11th. February the 2nd.
It'll be done before that, Your Honor.
Okay, yeah, and if for some reason you have everything in order, you can, fax that dismissal over to us. And then I would not need to see you on February the 2nd.
Okay.
Thank you. Sister Counsel, you have the fax number, correct?
Well, I was gonna email it to you. Give me a fax.
No, I'm talking the court's fax number for the dismissal.
Oh, yes.
Well, if you look in the chat, I'm gonna send it to you in the chat.
All right, thank you.
All right, and it should come over shortly. All right, do you see it?
Yes, yeah.
And that's for dismissals and consents. Anything that'll close out a case, you're allowed to fax that over directly to me.
Okay.
Not motions and things like that. That has to be filed downstairs on the 2nd floor. Okay, is there anything else as it relates to this matter?
No, thank you. No.
All right, thank you both.
Thank you.
Remember to do the test. All right, the parties that are here on open MRI of Livonia versus Titan Insurance Company. That is case number 2015729. Your appearances, please.
Morning, Your Honor. Arnold Reed II on behalf of the plaintiff, P84142.
Morning, Judge. Chris Lewicki on behalf of defendant Nationwide Titan, P74786.
All right, and I noticed that we had an order substituting Nationwide Mutual Fire Insurance Company for the defendant Titan Insurance Company. I have that order. It's going to be mailed out to the parties today.
Thank you, Judge.
And you're here for a final pretrial conference today.
That's
right?
correct.
All right, so where are we as far as discovery? Have you completed everything?
This written discovery. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Arnold.
Yes, I was going to say, like, brother counsel was going to say, written discovery is completed, and a lawyer in my office actually made it clear to me this morning that there was a settlement offer, and so we're going to look at that and crunch the numbers for that to see if we can get this worked out as well.
All right, so this is what we'll do. The next hearing will be a settlement conference. Parties are to appear with your representatives with full settlement authority. So I'm going to just really reschedule this matter for the end of February. All right, it's going to be February the 25th.
Sounds good, Judge. 9 o'clock in the morning.
And that'll be at 9 o'clock, another virtual hearing. And if for some reason you have settled before then, you can send your closing documents to me. If not, we'll hold the settlement conference with your clients present or available, to come into the virtual hearing. All right, is there anything else as it relates to this matter?
No, Your Honor. No.
All right, thank you both. Have a great day.
Thanks, Judge. You as well.
Thanks, Judge.
All right, and then, I'm sorry.
I'm also here on another matter, open Allstate Hayes v. Hall, and we actually settled it. So I'm not sure if that has been made aware. We still, I believe, have to get closing documents in to you.
Okay, which case is that, Mr. Reed?
The case number is 2014392.
What's the last three again?
922.
929?
922.
Oh, I see, it's at 9:30. have you submitted your closing documents on that one?
I don't believe so, but we can do that within the next few days, Your Honor.
Do you know if the other side is going to appear at 9:30?
I don't expect them to, but I could give them a call and then just let them know that I appeared this morning, if that's satisfactory to you. But I don't believe they could appear unless I've settled the matter.
Okay, this is what I'll do on your matter as well. I'll give the parties until, I'll give you until February the 2nd. Does that give you enough time?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
Or if you do not have the documents to me by the date, then you'll appear for a virtual hearing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and then you can call the other side and let them know they do not need to appear for this matter at 9:30 based on the information that you provided.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, counsel.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Have a great day. All right, the parties that are here on Thrive Chiropractic.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Just one moment, versus State Farm, a mutual automobile company, case number 20153-015. All right, the appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christina McGarry on behalf of plaintiff. I don't think defense counsel is here yet.
All right, and who's the other side on that?
Okay. Gordon.
Who?
Henry Gordon will be.
Has the other side checked in?
No.
All right, so we'll give them a courtesy call. The defendant on this matter. They have checked in, so we'll recall that matter. All right, do I have those parties on TrueScan versus City of Detroit, case number 201466676?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, good morning. Your names for the record and your P number, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Clifford Bauer appearing on behalf of plaintiff P70910.
Good morning, Your Honor. Raymond Garant on behalf of the defendant, City of Detroit, P79349.
All right, so this is a final pretrial. Your original pretrial conference was scheduled during the court closure, but I went ahead and pre-tried the matter, and I mailed out the pretrial order. No, actually, I didn't pre-try it. Actually, it was already pre-trial. The final pre-trial was during the court's closure. This matter has been pending. The first first pretrial happened back in August. All right, so the record's corrected as it relates to that. This is your final pretrial conference today. What is the status?
I can speak to that, Your Honor. So this matter has, plaintiff has intervened into a case in Wayne County Circuit Court. On a case earlier today, you provided a fax number to send in a dismissal, which I have just sent in the dismissal to the court to the fax number you provided earlier in the earlier case.
All right, so you're dismissing your matter from the district court as you are joining the circuit court matter. Is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
All right, and I do have the dismissal, so we'll get that signed and sent out to the parties, and this matter is hereby dismissed from the district court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you both. All right. I think that's everything for 9 o'clock, right?
No.
Yes,
What
it
other-
is.
015, the courtesy call.
Oh, okay. All right, do I have anybody that's here for anything scheduled at 9:30? I see a couple of attorneys that have not checked in, so.
Hey, good morning, Your Honor. Nicholas Ryan Opaleski. I have a hearing at 9:30.
Which case are you here on?
Big Z Auto.
All right, you're representing the plaintiff?
I'm representing defendant, Your Honor.
Okay.
I believe Ms. Smith is here, and she's representing.
Okay. Are you all ready to go on that? Did you want to talk before I call the case or no?
I think we're ready to go. I think her and I have discussed this outside of the courtroom, but I will leave that up to her.
Actually, I don't even have this file. Hang on a second. Oh, here it is. All right, this is, excuse me. All right, this is case number 19242214 GC. Charles Jenkins versus Big Z Auto Repair. All right, your appearances, please. Names for the record.
I was waiting for Ms. Smith to go first as she's plaintiff's attorney, but I put my non-attorney Nicholas Ryan Opaleski on behalf of
Smith. Attorney Tracy Smith, can we have your appearance? Maybe she's having some technical difficulties. Counsel, are you able to hear me?
I can hear you, Your Honor, but it doesn't appear that Ms. Smith can.
Ms. Smith? Hello?
Oh,
Okay, it looks like she's trying to connect to audio. All right, Ms. Smith?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Can we have your P number and your name for the record?
Yes, this is Tracy G. Smith, P74572 on behalf of the plaintiff.
All right, counsel?
yes, Your Honor. Nicholas Rhino Boleski, P79305, appearing on behalf of the defendant in this matter, Your Honor.
All right, so this matter came over from small claims. And it's been pending for a while. The last time we were here, we had in October, the court allowed plaintiff to amend the caption to add the plaintiff business. I extended discovery until November the 20th. And then on 11/23, we were closed. The court was closed due to COVID. I'm sorry, it was actually December the 11th. I mean, the 7th that you were supposed to come back, but we adjourned it because the court was closed. Okay, so in any event, we're here for a settlement conference today.
Your Honor, if I may, we're also here, what the court indicated was that if we filed our motion for summary disposition, you would hear that today also.
I don't see a motion for, oh, okay, I do see a motion for summary disposition. When was the motion filed?
Give me 1 second here. November 30th, I believe it was the last day that the court gave us to file said motion.
Okay, so the motion is actually not scheduled for hearing. You filed it, but it hasn't been scheduled for hearing. Because what happened is your motion would have come in during the court's closure. Unless I have on the scheduling order that the motion will be heard on the on January 11th, and I don't. It was only scheduled for a scheduling, a settlement conference today. But now that the motion has come in, was there a response to the motion, Ms. Smith?
Yes, yes.
When did you file your response?
Within 2 to 3 days after receiving the motion from plaintiff, I believe.
And Your Honor,
I actually have your response. So did you want to proceed with the motion today?
I'll leave that at the court's discretion. I know you obviously have a docket and you weren't planning on hearing this. And the fact that, I'll be honest, Your Honor, the fact that, you know, you're just looking at the file and seeing that they're there. I don't believe, you know, that the court has knows what's going on. So I would leave that to the court because I don't know if you want time to review the briefs.
I'm trying to see if I even have the actual motion. I have the response to the motion. And I actually don't have the motion. The motion is actually not in the file. You filed it on November the 30th, and it could be down on the second floor and has not come up yet. But it's interesting that I have a response to it.
I e-filed the motion, Your Honor, because I believe when I was looking to file it on the 30th. You could e-file it, but they didn't want you to bring down hard copies.
And Your Honor, you may have, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
You may have mine because I e-filed, but then I also may have faxed it directly to your court as a judge's copy.
Okay, that's probably, actually, I have your fax copy. And I have the one that was faxed over. So one only will know where the e-file copy is. I'm assuming it's gonna make its way up to me. So this is what I'm inclined to do. I'm gonna schedule the motion for hearing, and have them, bring, that motion up to me, locate it, bring it up to me, this week, if at all possible. And then let's schedule the motion hearing. Can we do it on January 25th at 10 o'clock?
Is it possible to maybe do it at 10:30? I have probate court that morning, and just knowing that the judge that I'm in front of, I may run a little long.
Yes, we can do it at 10:30 or at 11 o'clock.
11 would be safer, Your Honor.
That works for me, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, so jot that down because it's not likely that you'll get this notice before then, the way the mail is running. So make sure you have the date and time in your calendar, and that'll be on defendant's motion for summary disposition. All right, is there anything else as it relates to this matter?
Not from defendant, Your Honor.
All right, thank you both.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Your Honor, can I check in with you?
Yes, go ahead.
Paul Ingber. It's on case number 18-157-877 GC, and the defendant is here as well.
All right, thank you. May have one case ahead of you. Yeah, can you let the team know I need the motion, the defendant's motion? All right, did the other party come in under, for Thrive Chiropractic?
Yes, Your Honor. My name's Henry Gordon. I'm here for the defendant.
Okay, just one moment. All right, this is case number 20153015, Thrive Chiropractic LLC versus State Farm Mutual Automobile Insurance Company. Your appearances for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christina McGarry on behalf of plaintiff P82775.
And Henry Gordon on behalf of the defendant, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right, so it looks like what happened is we were scheduled for a final pretrial conference during the court's closure due to COVID-19. And then also there was a motion that came in, it's time-stamped with the court for December the 14th. So that also came in during the court's closure. And it's a motion for partial summary disposition against plaintiff's claim for benefits for losses incurred more than 1 year before the commencement of the lawsuit. Have you all resolved that issue?
Your Honor, defendant filed 2 partial motions for summary disposition. I'm not sure if you received both of them.
All right, so there are 2 motions that are filed.
Yes, Your Honor. We're hoping to get hearing dates on those.
I'm sorry, I can't understand what you said.
I said, yes, yes, Your Honor. There were two motions filed. We're hoping to get a hearing date for those.
All right, so let me make sure that I have two motions. Okay, I have defendant's motion for summary disposition, and then I have the partial motion for summary disposition. All right, and counsel, have you filed a response to both of the motions?
Yes, I have.
All right, so those I do not have. How did you file the responses? Through the mail?
I believe it was through mail.
Okay, so those have not reached me as of yet. So we'll go ahead and I'll have to set a hearing date for your motions. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so. How about February the 2nd at 9:30?
Works for me.
That's perfect, Judge. Judge, would you be continuing this conference to that date as well?
I'll be adjourning this conference, the settlement conference for, I believe this case was scheduled for a final pretrial today, it looks like. So I will adjourn the final pretrial for the February 2nd date.
Thank you.
All right, that'll be at 9:30 on February the 2nd. Is there anything else as it relates to this matter today?
No, Judge, I'll resubmit my response.
All right, thank you both. All right, Pam, here's another one.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Responses to the plaintiff's responses to the defendant's. All right, the parties that are here on Board of Regents versus Latrice Hasso. This is case number 18157-877. Appearances for the record.
Attorney Paul Ingber, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff. My bar number is P22976.
All right, and the defendant?
I can see she's here.
Ms. Hassel, can you state your name for the record if you're able to hear the court? Your name for the record, Ms. Hasso? I need you to state your name for the record, Ms. Hasso. All right, so you're muted. We're not able to hear you. Maybe turn your volume up. No, we can't hear you. Okay. Now, did you, when you zoomed in, did you join with audio? Okay, she went out and she's probably gonna come back in. Council, did you need to talk to her in a breakout room?
Actually not. She and I have been communicating and she's been supplying me with some documents. We had trouble with one document that wasn't terribly clear. She couldn't make it any clearer. I did forward it on to my client for their review. The whole issue in this case is whether or not she qualified for in-state tuition or not.
Okay, let's wait until she comes back in.
Okay.
I just needed the answer to the one question. I don't
I'm
want to have
sorry.
an expert conversation. All right, Ms. Hassel, can you hear? Okay, she's not yet connected. Ms. Hassel? Yes, I think we can hear you now. Hello? Well, maybe not. Ms. Hassel? Let me try and do a chat with her.
Yes. 2564. 2564.
Sent a chat, Judge.
Pardon?
He sent a chat.
Yeah, I sent her a chat. She responded back.
All right.
All right, she's gonna call Pam and then I need you to just put her on speaker.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so we have, Ms. Hassel. Can you state your name for us, please?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I need your name for the record.
Okay. Latrice Hassel.
Okay, so this is the way we're gonna have to do it this morning because we were not able to hear you, so there's probably some kind of audio issue with the device that you were using. Okay, so I have the plaintiff's attorney, the plaintiff's attorney here. And so, it looks like we were scheduled here for a final pretrial conference that was originally for the 30th. You don't need to put it up there, I can hear it. So where are we, counsel?
Ms. Hassel has been supplying me with some documents to try to demonstrate that she was qualified for an in-state tuition. Unfortunately, I didn't get those till the latter part of last week. I forwarded them on to my client, but I don't have any response yet.
Well, I'm gonna tell you that this case is aging very rapidly. So I need to get this either set for trial or resolved.
I would suggest we set it for trial, maybe in the latter part of February, early part of March, and we'll do our best.
It's gonna have to be in February. It's
Okay,
gonna
that's
have
fine.
to be in February. I'm sorry.
No,
It's either she had the status or she didn't.
Correct.
It's just that simple. So.
I agree.
All right, so then I'm gonna go ahead and set it up for a trial date. Ms. Hassel, I understand that you have provided the documentation that would indicate that, that you were a in-state resident, is that correct?
Yes, I provided my tax return for that year. Also, my ID for that year. That was in the state of Michigan.
All right, so I'm not sure why your client hasn't gotten back with you yet on this, counsel. I'm gonna go ahead and schedule it for a trial. Ms. Hassel, you will need to have that documentation in the event that the matter goes to trial, okay? What the attorney is stating is that he has forwarded that information to his client. Hopefully, that's going to resolve the matter. And if not, I'm gonna go ahead and schedule it for a trial. Okay, do you understand all of that?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, so, we're looking at February the 23rd at 10 o'clock. Is that a good date for everyone? It would be a virtual hearing.
That's fine, Your Honor.
And that gives the party,
That's fine.
okay, and that gives both sides enough time to be prepared or to, if you're going to resolve it, it gives you enough time to do that. And again, that will be at 10 o'clock. All right, and if you're able to resolve it before then, counsel, you can submit those closing documents to the court.
Okay.
And you can contact the court clerk for the fax number if you need it,
All righty. Thank you.
or I can give it to you right now.
You can give it to me right now.
Okay. right, it's gonna be via the chat. Okay, it's coming right now.
Thank you. I have it.
All right. Okay, and if there's nothing else, that concludes this matter. You both have a great day, and I may see you back in February. Stay safe.
Thank you.
May see you back in February. Stay safe.
Thank you.
All right, so I had one other matter here. Is the attorney still here? On Northwest Labs versus City of Detroit?
I don't see him.
No, she's not here? I had somebody else that was here. So Pam, I need you to call the plaintiff. And yeah, Crystal Olmsted, she was here. Maybe she had to go to another meeting. So I'll try and see if she pops back on. But the plaintiff's attorney had to come in, so let's call them and see what's going on. And this is that last case.
Oh,
Here she is. Ms. Olmsted?
Yes, Your Honor.
So we're calling the plaintiff's attorney now. Have you all been in contact with, you've been in contact with each other?
Your Honor, I'm not certain, not that I recall on this one, but I did email him about a half an hour or so ago.
I'm not hearing you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now? I think maybe I wasn't in front of the speaker.
Yeah, I can hear you better now.
Okay. I emailed Mr. Mahood or Jamil, I believe, about 20 minutes or so ago, but I don't recall. We haven't discussed, if the question is about the discussion of the case, I haven't spoken to him in regards to that.
So it's scheduled for a final pretrial today. We're trying to get a hold of them to see if they can come into this meeting because there should have, you all should have, at least someone should have made an offer or something in between now. Because really there's nothing left for the court to do but schedule it for trial.
Correct, Your Honor.
And it's a small amount that's at issue. So if you're telling me that you all haven't resolved it, I can do one or two things. I can set it up for a settlement conference for you all to have your clients present for a hearing to see if we can resolve it before I schedule it for a trial, or I can just go ahead and schedule it for trial.
Your Honor, I would say just schedule it for a trial. Sometimes these get away from us, the smaller ones. So I emailed Jamil, and so I'm sure he'll respond once he realizes he missed his hearing date, and we'll get it. I should be able to get it resolved.
Let's see if there's someone in the office. Is there someone there?
They're trying to get her
Okay.
now. She's filling in at this moment.
Okay. All right, so she's supposed to be, there's someone from the office is supposed to be coming right in.
Spoke to a paralegal. She's going to converse with the attorney again.
Council, I'm looking at the date of March 11th for a trial date at 10 o'clock. Can you check your calendar for that date?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry. It's complicated. March 11th.
At 10 o'clock.
I have a final pre-trial on that date at 10:30. Other than that, I don't have anything on my calendar.
All right, let me go to another date then.
I'm free the next Thursday.
I can do the 12th.
That's fine.
All right, only thing I don't like about doing it on a Friday are the motions over in Wayne Circuit. I think that's motion day there.
Correct, Your Honor.
All right, so maybe then, maybe we'll check your calendar for March the 18th.
That works for me too, Your Honor.
All right, so I think I've given the attorney ample time to come into the meeting. The matter was scheduled at 9:30. We contacted their office. We were told the person was coming right in. They are not in as of yet. I'm gonna go ahead and schedule it for trial for March the 18th. And we will call the office back and let them know that that is the trial date and send the notice out to the parties. My concern is that you all have not talked or engaged in any kind of conversations trying to resolve this matter. It's a nominal matter. It looks as if it could be resolved. But you know, I try and set these conferences up so I can get some feedback from the parties, and you know, you all aren't able to discuss because the party has not come into the meeting as of yet. They didn't indicate to us that the attorney was tied up or anything. So there's no reason given why the attorney has not come to the, oh, here we are. Are you here on the northwest matter, counsel?
Yes.
All right. For the record, case number 2015735 Northwest Labs versus City of Detroit. Starting with the plaintiff, your name and your P number, please.
Jamil Marab on behalf of plaintiff, P number 84246.
All right, counsel.
Crystal Olmstead on behalf of the City of Detroit, P69202.
All right, for some reason, we're not hearing you very well, counsel.
I'm gonna turn up my speaker a little bit more all the way.
Okay. All right, the matter is scheduled for a final pretrial conference. It was scheduled at 9:30 today. All right, did you get the court's notice?
Your Honor, I didn't have the court's notice on my end.
No, you didn't have to get the court's notice because your office was here on the last court date was October the 13th. You were here on that date. And so what I'm going to ask your office to do, because I am having a lot of problems with this office in particular, that when you're in a conference with the court, that you write these dates down in your calendar. Because even though we're doing everything by Zoom, I'm also tying up somebody else's time that could be doing something else other than waiting for a party to appear on a Zoom hearing. It's not really fair to the other side to have to wait 45 minutes. And then we called you and waited another 10 minutes.
I apologize to you, your staff, and opposing counsel.
All right, so it's my understanding that you all have had no conversation. No one's offered any kind of a settlement. And so it's my understanding the parties are ready for trial. Is that correct?
Oh, Your Honor, sorry, Your Honor. I just sent over an email to Mr. Hamoud with the attempt for a settlement offer. So I think that'll at least open it up, if we can, get that to his client, and we should have this resolved before the trial date.
All right.
It's my understanding, I haven't received a demand from your office.
All right, well, you all can do that in the meantime. If you get the case settled, that's fine. If not, your trial date is March 18th at 10 o'clock. And counsel, I want to see you writing that date down.
Writing it down.
March 18th, 10 o'clock, trial, Judge Jefferson.
And Your Honor, the trial, a bench trial by Zoom?
Yes, so this is what you're going to have to do. I'm going to give you a deadline for this. I would like for you to, you all will have to talk or meet via Zoom yourself. And I need you to go through your exhibits and stipulate to the exhibits that you can stipulate to. And then the ones that you cannot. You'll be sending all of your exhibits into the court, okay, via mail. So you're gonna need enough time to get that into me. Indicate the ones that are stipulated to, and then a separate packet, indicate the ones that you do not stipulate to, and we'll deal with that on the day of trial. But I do need to have the exhibits before, because then the court reporter can get those pre-marked. Okay, so you'll be indicating, what's stipulated to, what isn't stipulated to, and then indicate whether or not it's the plaintiff's exhibit or the defendant's exhibit. That is an exhibit packet, which I require. And that's going to be due by I'd like you to have that into the court by March the 5th. Don't mail it March the 5th. It needs to be here by March the 5th. And so the court is not open for filing anything. And because exhibits can be, you can have numerous exhibits. My preference is that you priority mail them. You can't fax these in. All right, is there anything else?
No, not for me, Your Honor.
All right, so I would encourage both to, try and get this resolved. If not, that's going to be your court date. And if you're able to resolve it before that court date, you can fax in your closing documents. If not, I'll see you back on March the 18th.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a great day.